Hey, what's up? It's Kit. Time for another video. Today we're talking about the Calcutta Conquest BFS. For those that are new to the channel, welcome and thanks for joining us for this video. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. In this channel, we talk about the hows and whys of fishing, and we cover everything from ultralight to big game, everything in the middle, and fly fishing. So today we're talking about this particular reel, which I did an unboxing for a couple of years back. It's been working really well for me. I really like the reel, and I use it for saltwater exclusively, and it's been holding up real well. Now, as you could see here, actually changed it to a full ceramic bearing, and after the change, now as stock, this reel was casting okay already, especially for heavier lures, but I wanted to cast small soft plastics with it, and it required a modification for the spool, bearings. Thought I could just get away with the spool. Kind of hard. Now, the fact of the matter is, when it comes to BFS, when you're actually changing one component, you need to change everything, and it took me a while to actually track down something that I could say I could use. So it wasn't easy. All right, now let's start with the weight of the spool. Okay, so for this is just one assembly, and you can see that with the line it's 11 grams, kind of heavy. All right, now we know that for BFS you need a light spool, and with the light spool you need the bearings, and then after that you also need a braking system, which is honestly probably set you back a lot. Okay, a lot of money, and kind of a difficult situation there, especially when you're on a budget. It's not a cheap reel as it is. All right, so 11 grams, that's kind of too much. So I tracked down this spool, and this particular spool, together with all the parts, and this already has a ceramic bearing with it, has a pin, and this one is 4.8 grams. So together with some line, it won't go over 7, I believe. So that is a 4-gram reduction. That's already cutting it by a lot. Okay, and this is where it matters. Now, this spool also comes with a braking system, which I'll show you later. So let's go ahead and put it together. Now, you need a pin like this one, and it goes to the float chamber just like that, and then install the float cap back on. Okay, and then it already has a ceramic bearing, so I'm not gonna change that. So pretty much you'll have everything that you need. Now, I'm not gonna put the braking system which it has right now. What I want to do is actually see exactly how it spins. So let's go ahead and install this. Now, I'm not gonna lock it yet. Okay, just like that. Do a spin test, and look at that. Wow, that's actually pretty good. All right, so we're gonna spool this with some line later on, but what I wanted to see was just how it works. Now, this is actually quite interesting because the braking system of this actually just bolts on to this one. Okay, I believe this has a little effect, the braking system it has, but it's not enough to actually stop it. Okay, but before that, let's put this in the container. Now, I won't change the ceramic bearing for now because I believe the hybrids are actually already kind of doing a good job. So let's just keep it safe. When I modified this and put on the bearings, the ceramic bearings, it actually already worked okay. It was kind of hard to control because the magnets are, well, I added one more magnet to just keep everything okay actually, and it worked all right. But it worked okay only for heavier lures. I mean, it was all right, but I wanted a bit more because when I actually fish, sometimes I just want one combo take with me, because sometimes, especially with this BFS, you know, it requires some long walks for some spots, and having more than one combo makes it kind of difficult. Okay, so we will wow, these magnets are so strong. Just very, very strong. It's kind of difficult to keep these things aligned now. All right, so whoa. All right, I have to be very, very careful here so that we don't mess things up. We don't want to lose that. All right, so wow, actually quite important to holy moly, oh god. All right, so we will have to, okay, there we go. Okay, so plate load, okay, shite, springs, shite. Okay, before anything, for the love of God, be very, very careful when you're putting this together, because the magnets are so strong and it will ruin your day if you're not careful. Okay, the magnet, and there's a, okay, let me finish this and then I'll get back to you. All right, son of a gun, what now? Okay, so this is what happened. When I took the screws off and I tried to insert it, one of these popped off. Okay, one of the stock braking system popped off and the spring got loose. So be very, very careful when you're putting this on. All right, so the spring that you have here that makes the magnets pop out and get close to the spool actually got off. Okay, it got out. It was very, very difficult to put it back on. So for the love of God, please, when you're putting this magnetic case or the plastic case of the magnets, when you install them, be very, very careful, because that took a really long time to put back together. There is no doubt that the hybrid ceramic bearing on this is actually pretty good, but what we're going to do is make this whole thing a bit more extra special by putting in a full ceramic bearing. So we have our special spool tool here, and I recommend that when you're actually into modifying your reels, to get one of these. I used to use pliers, but that actually kind of damaged a lot. So going with this, it is actually pretty good. So we have that. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is actually put the ceramic bearing here. This already had ceramic bearings and I removed them, changed them to full ceramic, and that was great. So I'm pretty sure that with the addition of the full ceramic bearing on this one, it'll be even better. So let's go ahead and do that, kind of returning this to stock almost. There we go, perfect. And then we can keep this in storage. And basically we have a spare spool, so it has bigger line. Be great. Now for this one. All right, so overall what's gonna happen is it's going to make the spool even lighter. Okay, so we'll weigh the spool. That's 4.5, and that's for pretty much everything that we're gonna put in there. Okay, so that's seriously very light because the bearings have become even lighter. Now I'm pretty sure that it weighed tad heavier before with the hybrid ceramic bearings, and now that we have full ceramic, it's even lighter. So expect this to be casting better than it did before, or actually spin more. Now the biggest reason for me isn't the fact that it would cast more, and this is the reason why I'm putting full ceramic full ceramic bearings on this. Now the biggest reason for me to why go full ceramic is actually the salt, and with the salt at least I'll have a bit of protection when things are going in there, and just a bit of practicality really. There we go, this baby back on. So close it and see how she spins, huh? Look at that, not much difference really. This is in the minimum setting, and of course when we put line there, since the spool is going to be a bit heavier, what's going to happen is it will spin longer. This is a bare spool right here. There we go. Yeah, it's great. All right, so thanks so much for joining me today. We'll do another follow-up video when we have this spooled and we're casting out. If you haven't yet, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.